11 a.m. BYU at Texas Tech for the Big 12 championship. Texas Tech is laying 12.5 here. Okay. These Red Raiders, the Red Raiders, they've got a conference, a college football playoff spot already kind of locked up. Now, these two teams did meet before. They met at Texas Tech. 29-7 was the final. With Texas Tech winning, BYU kind of got, they kind of got their lunch fed to them in Lubbock. This game is going to be played in Texas, but it's not going to be played in Lubbock. It's going to be played at Arlington, Texas, AT&T Stadium. Not going to be quite the same atmosphere. I'm on BYU. I think this is going to, I think we're probably looking at like a one-score game. Texas Tech could win by a touchdown and BYU could still cover. It wouldn't shock me if BYU showed up and showed out here. It really depends. If they want to make the college football playoff, they've got to get a win here. If they, it's pretty much for them, it's win and go to the playoffs. Texas Tech, I feel like they've already got their ticket punched. They've been one of the four best teams all year. I can't imagine, even if they lose this, I don't think they're going to get knocked out of the college football playoff. But I do think a win here would really help BYU. That being said, the Texas Tech is so nasty in the trenches. That D line and that O line have been among the best in college football all year, and that really messes with especially the defensive line side. That really messes with BYU. BYU, they want to ground and pound again, take their shots where they can, and just kind of beat you up until you give up and they start scoring touchdowns. Give me BYU plus the 12.5. I think that's a little too much for this one. I think the last time we saw these teams play, I think it was like a 14 points. It was the spread was kind of similar if I remember correctly. I want to say it was like 13.5, 14.5, something in along those lines. At BYU, I think they had a chance to learn from their lesson. I think they'll be better in this one. Difference here is I think the talent with teams with a team like UNLV and Boise, like I thought UNLV was fraudulent all year. They're kind of a bit of a finesse team, and that does not play well. BYU is absolutely not a finesse team, so I think the fact that we've seen these two teams before kind of helps them with their playing style. So I'm gonna take BYU plus the 12.5. I could be talked into a money line play at 4-1. I don't hate it. I'm going to stick with the points for now. A bit closer to game time, I'll probably talk myself into the BYU money line. So that's where I'm at in this one in terms of commitment. Let's lock up BYU to get the job done.